Hello everyone, this is Renault, and we're going to go ahead and get started on Death Road to Canada today. Now, Death Road to Canada, in case you have not seen this game, it's about, as you can see in the background, it's a cartoonish graphics a little bit, and it involves the player trying to get to Canada. I'm going to start off with a little friend. I will not be continuing that old game. I said not to continue. Let's choose our buddy, and I'll be doing this for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, maybe 25 minutes. So, my characters from the start will be Annie, who is a car nut. That means that they have a above average ability to fix cars and other machinery, and a gourmand, which means that she gets an extra hit point, and she can eat certain things in certain rare situations. Kirby is mega buff. That means he has a good fitness, good strength. And I'm not familiar with City Seeker. We're going to do Deadlier Road mode, just because I've been trying to beat Deadlier Road mode, and never know when you will. Annie hears rumors that Canada is a safe place, free of the threat of zombies. With nothing to gain from waiting around Florida, she decides to brave the death road and travel north. To start the journey, the group decides to grab some supplies from a nearby location. In order to survive the death road, you'll need to hoard as many supplies as you can. You'll also need to find ways to train and grow your team. So I don't really like the Quiet Factory. You get some powered up weapons, but I'm tired of running out of food and lowering morale. The rest stop has okay food, but the house on the road has a mixed bag, so I'm going to choose the rest stop. So my characters will start off with weapons. Annie will start off with a broom or gourmand. Kirby will start off with a metal pipe. And then we also get 2 flashlights. Those will not last throughout the game, if I should beat it. Now, you may recall that I chose Deadlier Road mode. In case you didn't have a chance to see it, Deadlier Road mode means there's 30% more zombies, and just a little bit more danger. So that just... Wow. My teammates sucked. I'm not even going to try and save him. Actually, he had a metal pipe. He's not even worth it. So, my teammate died right away. And sometimes the AI is stupid like that. Usually not that stupid, but, you know... I'm glad you at least get to see what can happen in these early runs. So anyway, when you see those exclamation marks, that means the zombies have a hold of you. Jeez. As you might have been able to see that there are a lot of zombies at the edge there, and I couldn't get through. So that's my excuse for getting hit. The AI, though, had no excuse. Alright. Now, these 3 weapons, they all have different qualities. Some are better at doing certain things than others. Alright. So I'm going to, after we get out of here, I'm going to show you what I got. I got 9 food, 4 gas, 1 medical equipment, 29 bullets, you saw that with the gun, and then 14 rifle bullets, rifle ammo. And I destroyed 14 zombies, that's not really that important. Oh no! Now I am going to drive off with no sleep. It increases my morale, but now I'm tired. And tired just means when I'm swinging my weapons, my character will get exhausted swinging the weapon faster. So I'm going to the camp supply shop. Now, the reason why I choosing the camp supply shop is that I don't want to risk even getting a pet. I don't have the extra food for a pet. And the AI seems to be particularly bad this game. I don't know what that was about for the AI to screw up so badly so quick, but if that's the way the AI is going to be, I just don't want to deal with it. So we got some bullets. I'm going to have to go to the trunk of the car, because I'm definitely grabbing that rifle. But having to go back like that is a waste of time, and that's never good. I'm going to get rid of this. This is a good weapon, the spine with the skull accessory. It's a really good weapon, but it can break, whereas this hatchet that I have, it never breaks. And so that's really important, because I noticed that on Deadlier Road, the weapons tend to break much faster than it says it should. Like like some weapons have a 1% break, or even a 5% break, or even a 0.025% break. But this hatchet never breaks, and so I'd rather have a permanent weapon than a weapon that's going to break after like 3 hits. And that's not an exaggeration. I've seen weapons break after only 1 hit. Let's close the door. Now, one of the things about the game is that you don't really want to spend time fighting all the zombies. One, because like the weapon breakage, like I mentioned earlier. But 2, if you look at the top left-hand side of my screen here, you'll see that there's a timer. And it's getting later and later in the day. You might also notice the colors are becoming a little bit more saturated and deep with a red hue. That's an indication of the sun going down. And as the sun goes down, I'm losing visibility. You might not notice it now, but on the edge of my screen, the light is slowly closing in, and my field of view is getting smaller. It's not really noticeable, but it's starting to get if you just look at the edges of my vision of the character. It's slowly creeping in. It's probably too subtle to notice, but trust me, I can tell after playing the game a couple of times. Oh, these zombies. Actually, we're done, fortunately. It's not too late. Alright, let's go. We got 1 food, 2 medical supplies, 38 more bullets, 15 more rifle ammo, and 5 shotgun shells. Now, my gourmand... Normally, the characters eat 2 food each game day. Okay, so let's see this. A sea of cars blocks the road ahead. The pileup is so bad that there is no obvious way through. Well, we're going to find a new route. There's no way in hell we're getting out of this car. Now, when you get out of the car, the game becomes a lot more dangerous and a lot more bad stuff happens. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. That's not really true, Annie. That's not good advice. It gets late, and there's no great place to camp. Solo zombies howl around in the far distance, and one might sneak up on Annie while she sleeps. Now, the reason why I did that is because in Deadlier Road mode, when bad things happen, it happens a little bit worse. So, in that case, I would have gone to sleep and then zombies would have snuck up on me and started attacking me. And instead of losing 1 life, I would have lost 2. So, Annie has really bad... Okay, this is funny. It's just someone farts in the car. Who could have done this? We may never know. Which is funny because I'm the only person in the car. But it's interesting that when we have multiple people in the car, like 2 or 3 people, you can always just you get into an argument about who did it, and it becomes an actual whodunit kind of situation. That's a little joke where they gave me 1 gas, you know, because of a fart. You know what I mean? Outside of Canada, most of society and civilization has been destroyed. You can still find people engaging in trade, with preserved food being the new currency. We have 13 food left, so I'm going to. You always visit the trading camps. You just always do it. So, the crates seem to contain a large amount of food and drink. I got food. So she wants me to sell my shotgun, and I'm not going to sell it just because. Actually, I'm going to put my shotgun shell away. That's because I don't really need to carry 2 guns. But the thing is, they give you so little, it's hardly ever worth it. And these are also hardly ever worth. Like when you're early in the game, it's just not worth it. You need to build up your supplies and get a lot of food. Now, I will go for the training because mechanical is surprisingly important. That's one of those things where... So I had to give up 6 food for that training. Now, as in a group, it becomes cheaper. So it's 6 food for the first person, and then 3 food for each additional person. So you can see how it saves. Do you have any spare gas? I'm running out. This is also just never a good deal. Like, most of the time, the trading locations are pretty bad. Especially early game, because even if there is something you want, you don't have enough food to get it. So I'm going to go ahead and not recruit him. So I'm just going to say, I'm not a dink, and it's going to hurt my morale. So it revealed my composure decreased, and it hurt my attitude as well. Which, again, is kind of frustrating, because I wanted to just walk away, but the game won't let me. So then he gets confused when driving through the forest. She stops at a cabin to figure out where she is, but gets trapped by a roaming horde. Oh boy. Now this is not good, because I did not get that many shotgun shells. I have a lot more rifle shells. And you don't really want to wind up trying to kill as many zombies as possible. You just want to hold them off. God, it's so fun. Now, there are benefits and flaws to trying to... Oh, come on, that was bullshit. Wasn't really hurt. Hit it. Didn't have their hand on me, but I got hit anyway. Plus, I went so... Oh, my character's tired already? So I'm gonna run across to the other side of the stage. Yeah, it's really... These are really hard by yourself, especially since... Oh my gosh. I wish I didn't get that hit. You've got to be really careful with those, because you can easily get overwhelmed and killed. So she feels inspired after managing to survive that situation. I feel like she's getting a hang of this. Now, usually the morale and the random skill is the best, but I'm going to go morale and 1 health. Because... Now, zombie points are kind of like the RPG element of this game. They're not really super useful, they just unlock superfluous stuff. So my car is completely run out of gas. Now bad things are going to start happening. I can tell by how fast my character got tired that she has bad fitness and probably bad strength too. Send up for bandits, she's ambushed. They demand 8 food. And I have 8 food. So pretty much all my food. You know what? I'm gonna pay the 8 food. And the reason why I paid the 8 food is because when you're by yourself, the bad things that happen when you're out of food is not nearly as bad as the bad things that happen when you're in a group. Because, you know, the group starts infighting. Whereas if you're by yourself, you can't infight. So as you can see, all these bad things keep happening. My morale's decreasing. And my morale's decreasing. And decreasing. So this is why you always want to keep a car. And I get just hurt for no reason. It's really frustrating, but... See, just bad things happen for no reason. So, do I want to go to the rest stop with the car or the apartment, bro? Well, I just got a car, so there's no really reason to go for a new car. So I'm gonna put the shotgun shells away. So again, I'm keeping track of what's going on in the top left there, because it tells me unofficially how much time I have to get supplies. Now, since time is limited, I don't want to spend all day fighting zombies. Just get in, get out, and get your food. Now, I also chose the apartment row because the apartment row has more food in it. Because, you know, how the game weighs it is, well, you're getting a car, so you don't really need that many shotgun shells or bullets, because you're getting a car to make up for all that not getting the other stuff. Now, as you can see, oh, a zombie point. As you can see, it's very hard for the zombies to get through doors, so that's why you'll see me closing doors behind me. I don't like this. So if you're really slick, when a zombie's going in, you can go out and you will completely miss each other. I did not go into that door because there's 3 zombies right there. So I would have gone into the door, and then if there's nowhere to go, then I'm trapped. So I'm looking at my timer, and we're at 18 minutes already. Time flies when you're playing this game. It really does. So I'm gonna get your supplies and go. Another thing is that, oh man, this isn't good. And the reason why it's not good is because I'm kind of surrounded by zombies going in there. But now I can go in here, because there's no zombies nearby. I got 2 gas from the... Let's draw these guys out and then go around. It's annoying. I wish I could close that front door. Actually, you know what? I'm looking at how late it is. It's 7:30 on the top left. I forgot to close the door behind me. Let out the zombies. Now, if a zombie gets knocked down, you don't want to waste time fighting it, because it's just laying down, it's not hurting you. Now, if you look carefully at, like earlier I mentioned, when the sun goes down in the saturated colors, everything. You might also notice that my visibility is a little bit less than it was before. Yes, this is so important. I'm not even going to check it right now. Jeez. But the healing spray is, it restores 1 hit point. You can also use it to kill zombies, but I would never use it to kill a zombie. It's a really bad use. So the thing is, am I going to do one more? There's so many houses. You know what? It's just too dangerous. If you look at the top left, when it starts getting to 9 o'clock, the game starts becoming much more harder and more dangerous. It's just not worth it at that point because a lot of zombies come in. And I've had situations where a lot of zombies come in, and there's so many zombies I can't get back to my car safely. And as you saw, when you can't get in your car, lots of bad things happen. It's annoying. See, I just randomly. She's caught a crawling zombie wandering around, just losing a hit point for no reason. This is a character I created in custom character, but I don't know how to delete them. It's too early in the game for me to have other characters anyway, but anyway. And I just chose Bella Jesus because it sounds like it might kind of sort of be a name, but it's clearly not a real name. Game bonus. See, this is like a Sophie's Choice, because this can increase one of my skills, but then it lowers my morale, and a lot of bad things already happening because of my low morale. But you know what? Bad things happening because of low morale is outside of my control. See, it set my morale down to minimum. It's really annoying. Yeah, there's just too much risk associated with being tired. Because you might recall when I was swinging my sword. Sorry, zombie forecast thick. It's actually been over 20 minutes now, so I'm going to end it here. And we're going to choose the grocery store, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye, everyone.